How you doing?
Pretty chill. What about you?
I'm doing okay. And if you
Beautiful.
don't mind me ask you, what's your name?
My name is Arriana Santiago, but you could call me Ari.
Wow. I like your feet.
Thank you.
Are you hippie or?
I am a mixture of a lot of things. So I personally practice Puerto Rican was in the way that I dress.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's pretty nice. So what's your combination today like?
It's just comfy and casual, I guess.
Wow. Is your hair natural?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your glasses?
Just bought them today.
Wow. $20,000 what?
No, $10 on like St. Mark's.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't. What's up?
I see, that's one crazy stuff about New York. When you see people, you could easily get some cheap stuff on the street of New York and all that.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking, how is surviving in New York like for you, man?
You have to be strong to be here. You have to be resilient. You have to be able to go with the flow in a lot of cases, but at the same time, you shouldn't be taking yourself so seriously to the point where you're just miserable. I think you should have moments where you're having fun, where you take in the trees around you, you take in the people around you, and you say yes to opportunities or experiences that could be something fruitful.
You say you're into roller skating?
Yeah, I'm a roller skater.
Wow, how many years you've been doing roller skating?
So I just made 2 years roller skating as a rhythm skater. I'm actually with the Disco Oasis a couple feet down.
Wow.
And we've been here since June.
Can somebody make a living from roller skating?
Absolutely. The only difference in New York is that there aren't as many opportunities versus living somewhere like Georgia or California, where the skate scene is a lot more commercial.
Yeah.
But here, I was lucky and grateful enough to be a part of this cast, so now I get to say that I'm a professional roller skater.
I know. You guys during the winter time, snow.
No.
So is it like a seasonal job or?
Yeah, so Disco Oasis actually started in LA.
Okay.
It was curated by Nile Rodgers, and he decided to bring it to New York for this coming summer. So it's here until October 2nd. So if y'all want to pull through, go.
So what you gonna be doing after that? You going to Miami or LA?
No, so I live here, and I'm also an illustrator and animator. So I work from home when I'm not here.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm also working on a client's book, a children's book, and I have a couple other clients for logo design, character design, concept art, etc.
Wow, you want to speak more about the animation stuff that you do?
Yeah. So
how do you get into animation?
I went to school for it. So I went to the School
Like
of Visual
college?
Arts. Yeah.
Okay.
I graduated in 2020. I have my BFA in 2D animation, and I did an
2020?
Yeah.
What a year! 2020, right?
It was horrid. I cried a lot. I cried a lot.
Wow.
But it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about myself, about the people around me, about, the value of taking time for yourself and finding the balance between your professional and your private life. Once you find that balance, you can feel more fruitful and more fulfilled in the long run.
Wow.
But, yeah.
So how was the 2020 year? Because I don't want to go there, but since you mentioned it, COVID, the lockdown.
Yeah.
How was it, man?
So my school actually shut down in February, so I was working on my thesis film remotely, had classes remotely, and didn't see family for maybe 4 to 6 months.
Wow.
Until graduation.
Wow.
But I had my boyfriend with me, and we have our ferrets at home, so we were kind of just like living.
Wow. So you said 2020 taught you a lot of stuff. Like, what are the things 2020, taught you?
We obviously know it as the pinnacle for BLM and for a lot of socio-political, racial issues that were kind of interwoven, but not as prevalent. In the sense that we were aware of Black and Brown prejudice and crimes, but until it was in the forefront of social media and people were actively paying attention, people weren't giving a shit about it. So seeing that play out, seeing in myself, being an Afro-Latina, seeing what it is to not only speak out on that, but to actually live in my personhood and live in my, intersections as both a Latina.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
The mixed people like you
Yeah.
Do you think you well accepted? Because some people say you're not black enough and you're not white enough.
It is
Do you
so
get that?
funny that you mentioned that. I actually just spoke to the HR at the Oasis about a similar situation because one of my castmates told me that I was a fake racist hoe
Wow.
because I didn't support her during a demonstration about somebody wearing an Afro wig.
Wow.
And in that conversation, I was resorted to a non-black individual that didn't care about black people, specifically
Really?
black. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking, if you had to claim, which one do you claim? Which one do you claim?
I can't because typically I don't look black enough, but you know that I'm not white.
Yeah.
So
How do you feel though?
How do I feel about that?
Yeah.
I feel like personally that's not a privilege. Because I don't fit a binary or the racial binary. I am neither one nor the other. I am both.
Oh, you're still a human being.
Very much so. Same
Yeah.
with you, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I hate when people say that. I'm like, it's up to you to claim whatever you want to claim.
Yeah.
But what's people's to judge you, like to say, okay, you're not black enough or you're not white enough. We fighting racism, right? And
Very much
somebody
so.
telling you you're not black enough, you're not white enough, that's like a double standard right there.
Very much so. It's also hypocritical if we're
Wow.
trying to fight a fight and we can't even stand in solidarity
Yeah.
over blackness or brownness.
Yeah.
How are we going to win? How are we going to lose? How are we going to find a solution
Yeah.
in the long run if we can't even unite?
So how do you clear your mind from that?
I skate. I
You
create. I have conversations like this.
Wow.
I sit down in the park. It's very, in the end, it doesn't define me because I know where I stand. I know what my history is. I know what my lineage is, and I know how I represent myself and interact with others.
But does it affect you mentally, just a little bit?
It did. I will say it did have me, but then having a support system, validate not only my personhood, how I treat people, but also help me understand that I am above low vibrational
People, yeah.
commentary, people,
Yeah.
etc. It put me back on track.
Yeah, what makes you happy?
Everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even
Oh.
the shitty stuff.
Wow.
Because
What's a lot of money to you?
nothing.
Oh, really?
So long as I'm comfortable, I'll be okay.
Serious?
Yeah.
So say you don't have money in your bank account, you still.
I have maybe $100 right now.
Wow. It's nice meeting you, man. You're different.
Likewise.
What's the
Thank
name
you.
again?
My name is Arriana Santiago.
Oh, okay. Do you have
What's
like
your
a social TM? Do you have like a social media if you wanna?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can find me on Arriquenia,
Yeah.
ARRIQUENIA. Yeah.
You speak Spanish?
No, I'm learning.
Oh, okay.
I have the
You
books
better
for
do
it.
You better do it. Nice meeting you. Thank you
Likewise
very
to you.
much. And
Thank
stay
you.
blessed.
Yeah.
Let me take a picture.
Got you.